I'm Anna. I give you a quick, brief introduction of myself. My background is PR and marketing, and after I quit my job and then started female entrepreneurs worldwide with my partner from France. So the idea is really simple. You know, when I want to start my business, I didn't see any support or resources in Hong Kong. So that's why we want to build a platform that's for women who want to start a business. And we also connect them with the successful women. So yeah, besides female entrepreneurs worldwide, I manage other projects like healthcare, fashions, education related. Great. I'm sharing some practical advice. Some like female traits that you might not pay attention to, but it possibly help you to become a better leader. So, you know, when I was a little child, my parents are quite controlling and strict because they are typical Asian parents. And you know, when I was just like a little girl, they wanted me to be a role model for my younger brothers and sisters and to be a nice person. So at that time, I have to take care of them and also, you know, like share my toys and even my favorite chocolates with the children. So, you know, I learned to share and also become very sensitive to other people's feelings and the needs. So that's why I think this is part of the reason and we grow this community. And you know, I also struggled a while when I was starting female entrepreneurs worldwide. And because like, you know, I was thinking part of my personality is not that really bold, maybe bold. Because, you know, for those personality, for female entrepreneurs to succeed, it's not just like wanted to be women characteristic, but more on a lot of factors. So, yeah, like the first one I'm going to say is, okay, yeah, you know, from the global survey and shows that the number of the, you know, the female entrepreneurs are growing. And also there is a survey and they interview over like 60,000 of the people around the world and talking about female leadership actually as very important. And female leadership, the personality traits are important for solving the problems today and in the business sector, education, and more. So, but here I want to clarify, I'm not comparing male and female's leadership, but more on like, you know, because like for those personality traits actually for both men and women, they can exhibit the qualities. So the first one I want to share is on the empathy, being like empathetic. So like, you know, when at your age, being like a university student, I was, you know, I interned at a huge, big company. And then at that time, I made a mistake. I found out like it's terrible. I felt so terrible. And then like, I thought like the manager would scoff at me. It ended up like that manager is a female model to me. And she said, no worry, Anna, we're just learning together here. And you know, so this is one of the examples. She helped me to grow to be like a mentor. At the time, now I'm managing my team, and I'm telling my team like, I'm not your leader, and you are the leader of yourself, and I'm just creating a platform for you to grow and learn together. So you know, like at that time, like my partners, my team, and they would say, "Well, Anna, you are so supportive and." Also very understanding. I mean being empathetic as you are sensitive to others' feeling and the needs. So you are understanding, like support the teams. So this is one of the ways that's like we grow the team and grow the business so fast. Yeah, another one is the second is being vulnerable. Being vulnerable, everyone will think about, okay, it's like, it's a bad thing because you show your weakness to others. But being vulnerable is not about like, okay, you go out and walk to the street and talk about like your sadness or personal secrets. So being vulnerable is more on like, you are telling, you are able to share you ask for opinions to step forward. Like last night, I had a call with my advisor and also my partner. I told them, hey, I have some problems here. I couldn't really solve it. So, and we come up for dinner. And because I put aside of my ego and the pride and asked them for opinion and advice, and it ended up like they gave me a lot of incredible ideas and solutions. So I'm going to say it's like being vulnerable is not something bad. It's something like you are willing to ask for support and help from others. So, and yeah, this is one of the thing I see a lot of the women, and in general, they are being vulnerable, but it's not a bad thing as long as you are willing to ask for support and put aside your ego and pride and stay humble, accept the criticism. Right. And the third one is being like collaborative. And I found like a lot of the women, and they are, women biologically, they are collaborative compared to like men, because we love to get along with others and we love to hang out with friends. So, and I like when we're doing lots of the conference or female consumers interview, we found out that this is the key for women to perform better in the jobs. Like for example, women, because they are willing to hang out, and lots of them, they are easy to get the first information from the clients, and they could provide better insights and information for the clients and clients. Yeah. So especially in the workplace and also the business world, we handle lots with the different stakeholders, from investor, consumers, customer, governments, media friends. So all we need is step forward to be collaborative. So being collaborative is very important to, it's a first step to make, make the business do. Yeah. So this is why we create opportunities easily and quickly, grow quickly. For female entrepreneurs worldwide, we now developing an international platform networks in LA, London, and now we're expanding in China, Shenzhen, Macau, and Zhuhai. So I mean, we are working together with a lot of different parties, and this because of the attitude of being collaborative, and help us to grow so fast. Yeah. So back to the topic about whole feminine personal traits. So a lot of women, when they are coming out for business, and they will think about, struggle about, should I be more masculine, in the business management. For example, when I was managing my team, my assistant, I was thinking, should I be more manly, so that she would do the job. But it found out from our interviews with different parties, and you found actually being empathetic and being empathetic and understanding, the result is much better. For example, we got our intern, and she was working for us, and then in the very beginning, she made a lot of mistakes, and it turned out that's because we forgave the mistake, and she turned on her passion for the whole project, and she tried her best to work for the whole project. It's totally very amazing. So I see simply being understanding and supportive to your colleagues and the people around you, and you can get the much better jobs from them. So that's why I'm saying I'm being empathetic and being collaborative, and this is the way, and that's you can get a much better, more opportunities, and also grow your business faster. Yeah. So my personal experience on feminine personal traits, I'm saying in general, we focus on maybe like in doing business, we think about like more on like being ambitious or competitive, but it is more for the old traditional way. In the coming future, we expect like each government of different sectors and countries, they are pushing the startup community because they want to build the next Silicon Valley, and the job unemployment rate is so high. So we expect like the culture of the next generation and the startup community, entrepreneurial environment would become more sharing, supportive. So if we are able to be more empathetic and also collaborative and understanding and supportive, and it would help you to get into the environment and also get into the next round of the culture of the future trend. So especially I think like university student, and you're looking for like more opportunities. So in general, I would say like go out and network and connect more friends, and this would be a huge support for growing yourself personally and professionally. So yeah, and another one from my personal sharing is about success. It's not just like making the money you want, making the money, but more on like you make difference on somebody's life. So, and this is totally true on my case. Like, in the beginning of doing a lot of the project, I didn't really expect anything, but it turned out like I got more like clients, contacts, and because you are willing to go out and to help the others to do the, to change their business and help them to grow. And this is one of the way and we get and go very faster. So yeah, so it's another, my favorite quotes. So to help people, you want to make the money, but it's not how to think about what you are going to do or the business. But business opportunity comes from when you are really help the people, because there is a gap here, and you fit in the gap, you solve the problem for others, and then you can, people will trust you and pay you for the value of the gaps. Yeah. So this is something I would love to share. Okay, back to the topic. It's more on like being empathetic and collaborative, support, understanding. And I think this is the future, the future trend, and being the good quality of being a good leaders, especially in the startup community, the entrepreneurial environment, and people are looking for, young generation to be more able to share and support each other. Great, thanks.